I was the acting platoon sergeant for this particular mission. So we were exiting the valley. We were all in pretty good spirits. You know, anytime you're not shot at and not blown up, you know, it was a good mission.
Most of us were just goofing around, you know, it was a normal day, no problems, no nothing.
And then boom.
We heard the boom, we felt it, and it rocked your world.
Our vehicle ran over a pressure plate IED. It was about a 500-pounder. Our back wheels are the ones that actually set it off, and it was pretty much right under my seat.
I saw Sergeant Stewart, saw him laying there.
I kind of sat there with Sergeant Stewart for a while and just held his hand, and I had no idea what to think. I mean, I was terrified for him.
You know, at that point, you don't know if you're gonna see your buddies again. It was one of those moments where I just prayed that that God would keep them alive, and then I prayed that the bad guys would shoot at us so that we could kill some of them.
They sent me to launch stool, and I had an 18-hour surgery to repair my spine. My lungs and around my heart filled with fluid. My heart stopped a few times. From the doctor's reports that I've read, you know, I was technically dead. Just knowing that you're that close to death and that you came through, it's pretty remarkable. Coming back and being in the States with them still over there was the hardest thing I have ever been through. It was a daily battle just to breathe, almost. It was just like an elephant was sitting on my chest every single day.
Post-traumatic stress is very real. If you need it and you need the help, you can't ignore it. You can only ignore it for so long, and it will get you. It will come out and it will surface.
When I first joined the Army, I had a squad leader. His name was Staff Sergeant McCoy. He decided he didn't want to fight the battle anymore, and he took his own life. And over the last few months, I didn't take it that far. But boy, it was in the back of my mind that would be an easy way out.
I was on the borders of losing my family, pushing everybody that was close to me away, becoming a recluse, being an angry, frustrated, horrible person.
What ended up happening is I shut everything out. I curled up inside and figuratively speaking, was in a fetal position.
I started to shut my friends out. I shut my family out. I couldn't hold a relationship.
You know, at the end of the day, I don't lose sleep at night knowing that we've done bad things to bad guys. I lose sleep at night knowing that the bad things have happened to my guys. And that's what keeps me up all night. That's what makes me cry. That's what breaks my heart. When I came home and I was at Fort Hood, golf, you know, I didn't have my family with me. I didn't have a lot going on at the end of the duty day, so I would go to the golf course. I just played golf every day. And I started to realize that I'm not thinking about combat when I'm on the golf course. I'm not thinking about anything.
The mission of Warriors for Freedom is to assist the mentally and physically wounded service members and their families. So we get them in recreational activities as a means of non-conventional therapy, and in hopes of helping deal with those combat-related stressors and the post-traumatic stress disorders, the traumatic brain injuries, helping them gain an understanding of what it means to have those, but also to gain an understanding that both military and non-military alike are here to support them and to help them reintegrate.
Through organizations like Warriors for Freedom, which will provide that mental and that physical support, what we're going to do is we're going to change lives, and we're going to empower these warriors to not only think about themselves, but to get themselves healthy and fit and help someone else.
People need to know about how much this foundation and these people do for veterans coming home that look great and strong on the outside, but they're struggling. They're struggling hard. The fact that they took me out of my house and out of my depression and put me out there with other people that would understand, and I've met some amazing people that I guess you could say connections, doors have opened a little bit, and it's just been like, wow. That's all because Warriors for Freedom took me out of my house. Brett called me, Stewie called me, Eli called me, and said, you need to come to this. And if enough people say it's good, you might want to check it out.
Now for the opportunity to get involved in such a great foundation that they've shown me that they are such a part of, that it'll be a great thing in my life, and I'm very excited to be part of it.
When Eli came home on leave and came to see me, that was a huge, he doesn't know how much that meant to me. He makes sure that his soldiers are taken care of, and he did that for me. And he introduced me to Warriors for Freedom, and he introduced me to the game of golf. And he saved my life. He really did.